Hey and welcome to my channel. My name is Heather and this is the Fluffy Oracle. This pick a card reading is going to be all about what's coming in for you in May. For pile 1 we have Dr. Mario, for pile 2 we have the pink Yoshi, and for pile 3 we have the Mugman character. Please feel free to take as much time as you need. You can go ahead and pause the video at any moment while I'm speaking to make your decision for whichever pile that you're drawn to the most. Remember, you don't have to pick just one, because if you're drawn to more than one, there's always more and extra messages in those piles. Timestamps will be down below for your convenience in the description box, as well as in the first comment for my mobile users. I will also have the deck links down below so you know exactly which decks that I used for this reading, in case you would like to purchase them and add them to your wonderful deck collections and grow your deck collection just like I do. So I will see you in just a sec at your pile. So for my Loves Who Chose pile number 1, we have there is a stream of love supporting my dreams, and then we have the moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. So with these two cards, I feel like following your dreams, or at least pursuing a dream that you're having at the moment, or a project that you're kind of working on or thinking about doing, or even a current new job that you're kind of thinking about taking some more interest in and expanding your horizons with, is going to be something that's going to be a big main feature for you, because we have 3 major arcana cards for this pile. We have the High Priestess, the World, and the Hermit. So there's some endings and some new beginnings, but it's all about listening to your intuition this month coming up for you, and kind of going into some quiet contemplation and thinking about what it is that you really most want to do at this point, whether it's to leave your current situation and pursue a new one, or to stick it out and still look for a new one in the meantime. Speaking of like job wise, not really relationship. With relationships, I feel like there's going to be some endings and some new beginnings for some, and I feel like some people are going to be kind of going into the hermit mode themselves this month and taking some time to do some like self-introspection and self-care, and to kind of really think about what it is that you truly want and kind of feel it out with your intuition. And then we also have the standstill card, the increase card, the corners of the mouth card. These are from the Tao Oracle, which that link will be down below for you guys in case you want to check it out. And then we have work on what has been spoiled. So with these cards, let's see if I can get them all in the shot here. I feel like a lot of self-nurture is going to be called for at this time, in order to kind of expand and get out of this kind of like out of the cold, out of the standstill type of moment, out of kind of like feeling like you've been left out, but almost, like I said, halted in your, in your stride, and just taking some time to go within and nurture yourself. Take what do what you need to do to take care of yourself in order for you to grow and prosper with the increase card, because that card is all about increasing your abundance and increasing your wealth of knowledge, as well as anything else, with kind of like the law of attraction type of thing. But with the corners of the mouth card, I feel like it's also saying something that you need to speak up for, and kind of, talking about what it is that you really truly want, whether you're in a relationship, or if it's like for a job type of situation. If there's a position that you would like, have a lot of interest in, speak to your boss about it. If you, feel so inclined and, have the courage enough to say, hey, I would like a chance at, or a shot at this position. This is how I feel. This is what I think I can bring to the table, and make that position, and or work that position to the best of your ability. With the standstill card, I feel like some of you are a little bit frozen in fear with certain things. And I feel like you're at a standstill because of the frozen in fear feeling, because you're not sure 100% which direction it is that you truly want to head in at this moment. So it's okay to take that time to contemplate and go within and see exactly which direction it is that would be best for you in order for you to grow and blossom. Alrighty? So these are your messages. I do hope that they resonated and that you enjoyed this reading, and I will see you guys next time. Alrighty, so for my loves who chose the pink Yoshi, let's get into this and see what's coming in May for you. So, we have, I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. I choose love no matter what. We have the Emperor, Four of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. And then I have a few extra cards that I'm going to get into in just a sec. So, right away, I'm really drawn to the owl in this card. I feel like some of you are going to be kind of going within and kind of seeking messages from your higher selves in order to figure out the best direction and what it is that you would like to do. And I feel like you are also being asked to kind of hold a more compassionate level of like emotions for people, like be a little bit more compassionate is what I'm trying to say. I also feel drawn to tell you to watch out for someone who is kind of a manipulative energy this month coming up for you guys, because it's going to cause you to make you feel a little bit withdrawn, because you feel like you kind of have to put in all the work and all the effort, while this person just sits back and doesn't really do anything but dictate and tell you exactly, you know, what to do, when to do it, how to do it, jump how high type of thing. But I keep getting the message of being like, have more compassion for each other. Try and show more compassion towards this person, and hopefully they will mirror it back to you. If not, have compassion for yourself and enough self-respect in order to walk away and kind of dismiss this person as quickly as you possibly can. So we have the Deliverance card. So with the Deliverance card, it says release, relief, fresh approach, liberation from obstruction, finding a solution, and exhilaration. So if this is a relationship with a person who is very manipulative and kind of very demanding and controlling between the two of you, I feel like releasing yourself from this situation is going to be what's called for this month. But they're also asking you to kind of take into account who does what in the relationship and kind of weigh out the pros and cons of the situation and see where it is that you can maybe even do a little bit more work if you aren't doing as much as you think you were, and as well as vice versa. Point out the obvious to this person and ask them to actually step it up and kind of participate more in the relationship. Otherwise, you're going to have to release them and kind of get a fresh perspective. I also feel talking to friends and kind of listening to what they have to say might help you through this time and help you to feel a little bit better about yourself and not so kind of like down in the dumps. Then we have the taming power of the small. This card reads self-restraint, self-sufficiency, careful preparations, resourcefulness, minor impediments, and adaptability. So adapt to change as necessary. Everything is connected. Everything happens for a reason. When one synchronicity comes in, it rolls right into another and another and another, and everything ties together until you get the bigger picture. But they're also asking you to kind of like watch how withdrawn you are this month. Try not to be too withdrawn from things, because otherwise you will be kind of standing in your own way and not being able to kind of see the blessings for what they are or take advantage of any opportunities that are coming in that are connected with synchronicities for you. Then we have the creative. The active yang principle, the active yang principle, strength, tenacity, dynamism, tongue twister for me, for speech impediment, sorry, inspiration, heaven, masculinity, authority, and father. So with the creative card, I feel like take your time, figure out what it is that you really want to do with certain things or projects, and be a little bit more creative and open-minded to things, and think a little bit more outside of the box. And I feel like it'll open things up quite a bit more and have a bit more chances for opportunity to come in and kind of balance things out a bit. And then we have the receptive. The yielding yin principle. Devoted, patient, supportive, obedient, responsive, intuitive, earthly mother. So these cards actually completely have balance within this reading. So you've got the mother and the father, the yin and the yang principles, the light and the dark attributes, and kind of seeing things from a higher perspective and having a perfect harmonious balance within yourself, as well as trying to create that harmonious balance within your environment. I feel like having a more balanced state of mind is also going to be what's called for, and kind of like I had said before, weighing the pros and cons and having an equal balance or an equal give and take in your relationship. Whereas if this person who has the manipulative energy, whether it be in a relationship or just by association, work, friendship, whatever, what have you, there needs to be a more give and take, a more balanced, harmonious kind of like connection between the two of you. Or actually a more, and I also just got this, was a more balanced work and kind of home flow. Things need to be a little bit more balanced. One is outweighing the other, and it's causing an imbalance in yourself, emotionally and physically. And it's kind of spreading you too thin, and it's going to kind of drain you of all of your energy, is what I'm getting with this. So have compassion for yourselves and kind of put things back into, perspective and bring things back into a balance. So where you have equal home and equal work life, so that you feel more able to have a lot more energy for the things that you need to concentrate on, and you're able to focus clearly. And also to see things a little bit more clearly and have that understanding for what needs to go where and when and how you want to do things. So these are your messages. I do hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I will see you guys next time. Alrighty, so for my loves who chose the Mug Man for pile number 3, let's get into this for you and see what's coming in May for you. So I'm going to start off by reading the cards to tell you exactly what we have. For the 2 bottom cards, it reads, "My fearless freedom lights up the world." The next one after that is, "True healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers." And then we have the 2 of Swords, the Hangman, and the Chariot. So for these cards, I feel like there's going to be some things that are going to come up this month coming in for you that are going to make you have to kind of make a choice between 2 different things, and it's going to cause you to kind of try and go into like almost like a stall, because you need to kind of also go within and see things from a higher point of view, and also to see the other person's point of view, because I feel like someone is going to kind of either upset you or like trigger something in you that you hadn't really thought about in a long time, and it's going to bring something up, an old issue, and that is when you are going to have to make a choice in order to make any kind of forward movement with getting past that said issue. Now, whatever that is, only you would know. And then, what else am I getting? I feel like for some of you, seeing things from a higher perspective is going to be very most needed at this time, especially with kind of facing whatever fears or issues that do come up, in order to kind of like tame any anxieties or like past emotional fears. And I feel like this choice is going to be a very wise choice for you to make, and I feel like for some it's going to be easy, for others not so much, but it's mostly all about seeing the other person's point of view and kind of seeing things how they see them in that case. So I also have the Joyous card, which I'm going to read all the words on it and then tell you exactly what I get from it, okay? We have the Joyous. Happiness, delight, interaction, open communication, goodwill, friendly persuasion, and self-expression. So, speak or forever hold your peace is exactly what I just heard for self-expression and open communication. I feel like it's going to be needed, like most needed, that you have the conversations that need to be had in order to make these choices, and also to let the other person know or other party know exactly where your head is at and kind of see where they are at and have that heart-to-heart conversation. We also have duration. constancy, continuity, endurance, perseverance, maturity, strengthening, stability, and a deep commitment. So right away I hear in it for the long haul. Whatever this choice is, it's going to be made for something that's going to take a long duration, and seeing things through for the long haul of it, and kind of having a very deep commitment to it. And once you've made this decision, it's going to be something that you have to commit to. There's no choices after that. There's no going back. There's only going forward is what I get with this. But it also has to be a very mature and wise decision, and something that you are able to kind of fully embrace and also kind of endure any ups and downs with. Because I'm really attracted to all this, the mountains and the seasons, and also like the day and nighttime with that. So we also have the Innocence card. A trusting nature, originality, spontaneity. Oh my God, I'm so tongue twisted today. Open-heartedness, simplicity, the unexpected. Expect the unexpected, and try and see things from a more open-hearted and open-minded point of view, and be open to kind of learning new and different things, and kind of taking a childlike approach to it in order for things to grow and blossom for you, and to see things in a childlike mind state. Alrighty? That way you will have a fresh perspective and a new outlook on whatever is coming up for you in May. And then we have the Well. Seeking truth, wisdom, insight, intuitive knowing, return to the source, getting to the bottom of things. So for the Well card, I feel like once you've made this decision and you're able to talk with whoever it is, whether it be your partner or a friend or family member or even just a business associate, I feel like it's going to help you to get to the bottom of things and see things a lot more clearly, and to kind of put old issues to rest finally once and for all, and also kind of make that deep commitment that we had talked about earlier. I also feel like it's going to kind of help give you a sense of peace of mind is what I'm getting with this. So once you're able to face all these fears, that is when your true healing will occur. And it's also giving yourself permission to feel all those emotions and to finally work through them and release them, especially for the ones that are coming up to trigger you this month. But they're asking you to really face these things with a fearless state of mind, and to give yourself permission in order to kind of meet things head on and tackle them finally once and for all. So these are your messages. I do hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I will see you guys next video. Have a blessed one. I'm dreaming.